Hey, are you a business owner, entrepreneur, or professional? If so, we want you to apply to be a featured guest on our show. My name is Adam Torres, and I host the Mission Matters series of podcasts. I've recorded over 3,000 episodes, and we are just getting started. How do you know if you'd be a good guest to be on the show? Well, only one way to find out, and that's to apply, but I'm going to let you in on a little secret. We want guests that have a story to tell, guests with a brand, a product, or a service that can benefit my audience of listeners. If this sounds like you, go to missionmatters.com and click on Be Our Guest to apply. I'd love to talk to you and get to know more about your story. Again, head on over to missionmatters.com and click on Be Our Guest to apply. All right, now let's get into the show. Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Mission Matters. My name is Adam Torres. You can follow me on Instagram at AskAdamTorres to keep up with our book releases, book tour schedule, signings, all that other good stuff. Always love to connect with you there. And as always, if you'd like to apply to become a co-author of one of our upcoming books, just head on over to the website, missionmatters.com, and click on Become an Author to apply. All right, so today we have Runal Sakla-Nadgauda on the line, and she's founder, owner, and designer over at Rayna Jewelry. Runal, welcome to the show.
Hello, how are you doing, Adam?
Oh, I'm doing so well. Thank you for asking, and I'm excited to get into today's topic. So we will explore Rayna Jewelry, what kind of your inspiration, what kind of jewelry you're making, and your clientele, like what kind of people are attracted to your creations. And I think maybe the good place to start is, tell us how you got on this path of jewelry design and this boutique design.
So first of all, thank you for having me, over podcast today. So passion is one of the most, I would say, was something that actually encouraged me to begin my jewelry business. Apart from my family, who also was motivating me that I should do something on my own. So I love wearing jewelry. I love designing jewelry. And of course, meeting people, working with them is something I thoroughly enjoy. And that's what pushed me into this business, or, encouraged me to get into the jewelry field.
So, where do you find your inspiration, for your designs?
So what I believe in is there are a few things that I'd like to share. The first thing is the company has a motto, which is rediscover the first. It should be princess within you, but now we cater to all segments, it's males or females. So it's everyone across the board who wears our jewelry. So we have converted that into rediscover the royalty within you. And when you talk about royalty, it comes with uniqueness, one of its kind, and something that could be more fusion. So what inspires me is different cultures. If you can fuse those cultures and make a piece, that's what I like to do. And that's the uniqueness about our jewelry. So we have East meets West. It could be North meets South. So it's across the globe, whatever we can have. For example, we can have a bead with one of the gemstones. We fuse it together and we make a piece of jewelry. Or it could be a zirconia piece and a gemstone, or even a bead. We fuse it together and we make a piece of jewelry. So that's something that inspires me, so everyone can look at it, wear it, enjoy it, and have fun when they wear jewelry from Rayna Boutique.
Let's talk a little bit more about some of the materials you use in your designs. I know you mentioned a couple of things. Let's go further along in that. Tell us about the materials.
So we have 3 categories in our jewelry. So the first one is our designer pieces. Our designer pieces are mainly silver and brass. We do not use nickel because that irritates, the skin. So we avoid that. And we also do gold plating over our jewelry, white gold or yellow gold plating, because that helps the jewelry look fresh and new. It does not tarnish. So that's our designer pieces. We also do a lot of custom making of 22 karat, 18 karat gold and diamond jewelry. So that's obviously 22 and, 18 karat gold, 14 karat gold, white gold, yellow gold, platinum. So that's what we use in our second category of jewelry. And our third category is very interesting, and that's the sports jewelry, which is more popular, amongst the sports lovers, and we use sterling silver as the material. So, and that also we have gold plating. If we do anything in gold, we do a gold plating on it. Otherwise, it's sterling silver finish.
Yeah, and so I like, first off, I'm on your website, so raynaboutique.com, and I mean, it just looks great. I definitely want my viewers to go out there and check it out and see what you're doing, because it's beautiful. Number one, the site's beautiful, but of course the jewelry's beautiful here. Definitely recommend people go out here and check it out, and you have it just shows the designs, it shows obviously what's available, and some other things. Do you make custom pieces? I'm just curious. So if somebody wants a certain thing or something else, I'm just curious.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's a great question. So we do a lot of custom pieces, especially in our gold and diamond category, because I believe, every person has something in their mind, a woman or a man, anyone, I would say across the board. They have something in their mind which we are not able to put it on paper, So what we do is we encourage people to come to us, give us your designs or what's on your mind, and we help them design the piece. And we cater to exactly whatever they want, the specifications, the colors, the size, and all this, trust me, is done even over the phone or FaceTime, because digitally everything is so close now that you see the person and you can, custom make a design for them. So we are very big on custom making for gold and diamond jewelry. We also custom make our designer pieces, which is more beads and gemstones, cubic zirconia, and gold-plated antique pieces. So we also do that. But mainly my custom making is on, the gold and diamond pieces.
No, that's awesome, and that's helpful. So talk a little bit more about so of course you can order it online. Are there any in-person areas that people can check it out at, or what's the best way for just people to learn more about the jewelry and the designs overall?
Okay. So we are on raynaboutique.com. We are also on social media, which is Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Lineable, Pinterest, Twitter, and we are also on Etsy, Shopify, and very soon we would be launching on Amazon.com as well. In person, the best way to reach out is, call us, and we are available 24/7 on WhatsApp. WhatsApp is a very, very easy and quick way to get in touch with us. We help one-on-one, we help all the customers one-on-one to design the pieces, and there's a lot of exchange of ideas and pictures and videos, and actually even doing a video call. So because of the current situation, the pandemic, we do not encourage people to come into the store, the office, but definitely phone, I would say, which everyone loves. It's something that we are available on, 24/7, 365 days.
I think that's great, and that's why I brought it up. I'm like, I want people to know that you are open for business, because I'm looking at the website, I'm looking at the how everything's done, and I think the buying experience of WhatsApp and the interaction and the service that you're providing overall, I think it's a big deal, and I think especially as people do different things. So do you do engagement rings, like wedding rings, things like that, like diamonds? I'm looking on the site and the rings are beautiful. So my point is that I know people are still getting married. I know there's still things going on, and you're still open for business.
Yes, absolutely. So we do a lot of wedding rings. We do engagement rings, wedding jewelry, bridal jewelry. We also do bridesmaids accessories, and even, birthstones. People are very fond of birthstones. They're also fond of names, like their names, or, combining two names. So this is an interesting thing that I'd like to share with, all the people who would be listening to this, that we I have a special way of combining two names and forming one name, like so that we can see both the names fused together. So the letters are fused in such a way that I could, mix it and it comes as one name. You know what I'm trying to say? So if it was, say, Adam Torres, and I wanted to fuse that, then the A and the T, we created in such a way that you'd see it as an A, you see it as a T, and then the D would have the O. So we try to mix. So, like couples, generally, they love to do that, right? Like even the mom and the kids, they like to do that. So we can fuse the names so you see both the names in just that one word, per se. And we also do a lot of engraving on the rings. That's very popular these days too. People love to engrave each other's names on the rings. So that's something we also do.
Awesome. Well, Runal, I know we mentioned it once, but I definitely want people to go check this out. If somebody wants to see the website and to see your work, what's the best way for them to do that?
The best way for them to do is they can visit raynaboutique.com. They can also find us on Etsy. They can also find us on Shopify, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, Alignable, LinkedIn. And the easiest way, I would say, is just call me on 551-298-2184. I'm available on WhatsApp or text messages also.
Awesome. Let's leave that number one more time slowly, because I know they were looking, some people are trying to get a pen or a pencil, and they're like, what was that number? One more time, please.
Sure. It's 551-298-2184.
Fantastic. Well, Runal, it's been great having you on the show today, and pleasure bringing this to my audience, learning more about Rayna Jewelry, and look at the website. Looks great. And we will put the website in the show notes so everybody can go check it out. And to the audience, as always, thank you for tuning in. Hope you got a lot of value out of this. Hope you learned a lot. I sure did. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button. We want you to be a return listener and visitor. And Runal, thank you again for coming on the show. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you very much, Adam. It was a pleasure, too.